Let the past die. Kill it if you have to. Remember those lines from The Last Jedi? Well, it does seem that Disney has managed to kill Star Wars. They have absolutely killed it. Look at this. Disney Star Wars loses #1 box office spot to a low-budget horror movie. And you want to know what movie that is? It's a little movie called Obsession. Obsession. And we're going to talk about the budget of Obsession, because this is crazy. I thought it was nuts when Rise of Skywalker got beat by Joker, a $50 million movie. And Rise of Skywalker cost somewhere upwards of $250 million. Disney Star Wars just dropped, they just lost the top daily box office spot to a low-budget R-rated horror movie. The Mandalorian Grogu fell to #2 on Wednesday as Obsession claimed the #1 spot with 5,634,000. Star Wars movie, the Star Wars movie only brought in 4.1 million, maybe 4.2, but that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about Obsession. The horror film Obsession was made on a minuscule budget of approximately $750,000 to $1 million, tops. And it has roughly grossed $95.8 million worldwide. Pretty impressive. This reminds me, Obsession reminds me of the Blair Witch. And some of you might not remember Blair Witch, but I remember that. And that was the little movie that could. That movie, some budgets, some estimates say it was anywhere from $25,000 to $75,000 to make. But the marketing for that film, though, was off the chain. But it wound up managing, get this, it wound up making 225 million, maybe 250 million at the box office. So Obsession is similar into the fact that it is a micro budget film that is just crushing it right now. Absolutely crushing it at the box office. So much. It's like a David and Goliath story. So much that it is beating a Disney movie that is Star Wars. Disney Star Wars is getting beat by Obsession. Now, to put this into context, Star Wars The Mandalorian and Grogu has a reported budget of $165 million. So a $750,000 to $1 million movie, that's what it costs Obsession to make, is beating Star Wars, a Star Wars film that cost $165 million to make. It has grossed, get this, okay? It has grossed approximately $167 million worldwide. And to the uneducated, they say, wow, Star Wars has already made back its budget. Wow, isn't that incredible? Like, Star Wars is, like, some of these people that are just diehard Star Wars fans, they'll love Star Wars no matter, as long as it has the Star Wars logo on it, they'll love it. They'll love it. Doesn't matter if it's Disney slop, they're like, please, just give me some more. But to the uneducated, they would say, look it's doing great at the box office. Just like I had people telling me when Rise of Skywalker did $1 billion and like, oh, it's a success. Really? After The Force Awakens did $2 billion? You're trying to tell me that The Rise of Skywalker is a success? That Disney should be happy about that? Yeah, here's a little movie knowledge for those people. Industry insiders estimate that the film needs to make around $500 million to globally to break even. And that's because there's a marketing budget. And also theaters take a good chunk of the money You know, they got to get paid too somehow. So, I want you to think about this. Disney Star Wars, Mandalorian and Grogu, costs $165 million to make. Might recoup its budget. It might. Meanwhile, it's getting beat by Obsession. And Obsession has already made 95 point. It's nearly made $100 million on a $1 million budget at most. Which studio do you think is happier? Which studio has made more money? And this kind of goes back to the idea that I mean, I've said this for some times. The model needs to change for Hollywood. It just does. You can't continue to make $200 million movies, especially if they're not that good. And the problem is when you start making films that cost, you know, like $165 million or $200, then it just becomes by committee. Now you got too many cooks in the kitchen. You got too many hands in the pot. You got too many people trying to play it safe. And man, Rise of Skywalker was definitely a case study of that. Film was atrocious. I want to share this video though, because this is the director, Curry Barker. He's the director of Obsession. And this is how much this guy loves movies. He's somebody that actually loves filmmaking, loves movies. He's 26 years old. He is experiencing incredible, like this is mind-blowing success. And especially to be doing it at the age of 26 is pretty incredible. But it turns out that he nearly put Obsession on YouTube. So I'm going to play this clip here. I think this is just a great contrast between big studios like Disney, the corporation, and you got these, you know, studio heads, and it's, again, made by committee versus somebody that just actually has a vision and they really, really believe in it. And they just want people to see it. Like it's, at some point, it's more than just about money. And you got to love that. And I'm very happy for Curry Barker because I've heard great things about Obsession. I've heard it's really good. It's gotten great word of mouth. And it seems like this movie is going to continue to pull in box office dollars.
I'm not even kidding. There was a time that I was thinking about what if I just released Obsession on YouTube again because I did it with Milk and Cereal, and I didn't like, I go through phases where I like dislike my projects, and so that was kind of a phase where I was like, I'm just gonna put it on YouTube, you know, just throw it on YouTube and see what happens. I mean, it's just, there's a lot of discoverability on there. I mean, it would have done well on YouTube probably, and word of mouth would have spread. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad I didn't. I'm really glad I didn't.
Yeah, I'm sure he's definitely glad he did it. But I mean, man, oh man, to be in a place where you have defeated the Empire. I mean, this man is, in some ways, he is the new Luke Skywalker. I love it. I love the fact that he has beaten Disney Star Wars, that Obsession has beaten Disney Star Wars. They deserve it. They deserve it for all the way they've handled this entire franchise, the way that they've talked to fans, dismissed fans. I'm so happy. I'm happy for him, and I'm happy to see the Empire lose. I really am. They've had it coming for some time. And, you know, to be fair, Disney Star Wars has been losing for quite a while. But this is, it's a new low. It's a new low. Since Solo, it's a new low. I hope you guys have a great one. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Like the channel, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.